Into the live stream. Today we are building the Star Wars brick built logo. I've got a little different camera setup today. I don't have my overhead cam like I normally do because I'm running into some technical issues, but we're just going to go for it today. This isn't a brand new set. This is one that has been out for a little while now and one that you can get right now from the Lego store, lego.com, and a few other retailers, I think. So yeah, this, let's get the tech. I'll make sure it's all working. And this is what we're gonna be building today. I got this in my trip to Denmark. Those who don't know, last week I had the amazing opportunity to go visit the home of Lego, the headquarters in Billund, Denmark. Got to do some really awesome stuff. One of the things we got to do while we were there is visit the employee shop where everything is like super discounted. So I got a really good deal on some sets that I wasn't sure if I was going to buy for myself or not, but I ended up getting them there at a really good discount. So we're building the Star Wars logo. Again, sorry I don't have my overhead camera like I normally do. Some technical issues, but we'll have fun with building this set nevertheless. It should be a pretty quick one. Get it done today. Hello, New Adventures, Old Bar, KMD, American Bricker, Sean, David, Charlie. Welcome in, everybody. Hi. Yeah, we're gonna get going with this Star Wars logo. And I also normally would have like the little box next to me showing you what I'm building, but I couldn't fit the box in my suitcase when I was flying home. So I had to just take it all out of the box, throw the box away, and just fly home with some bags. It's a lot easier to fit a few bags of Lego in your suitcase than to fit a whole Lego box in your suitcase, right? Did they have retired or, let's chat, I can't see. Ugh. Retired or a lot of to be retired at the shop? They didn't have any like completely retired stuff, but they did have like some gift with purchases that you can't normally get. So I got a couple of those. Yeah, no fully retired stuff that I noticed while we were there, but it was really cool. It's one of the many, many cool things we got to do when we were in Denmark. So glad to be back with you guys though. TJ, I saw you on Instagram from Denmark. Yes, it was so good. It was such a fun trip. We got to go into the Lego Vault, which is where they have a version, like a sealed copy of every single set that Lego has ever released, which is awesome. So I got to see like some of my favorite childhood sets while we were in there and stuff. That was really cool. And then we got to see a lot of presentations. The main reason we were there was for Fan Media Days, where we get to see a lot of presentations from the Lego designers about upcoming sets, upcoming projects, different things that as fan media, they want us to be aware of and they want to like give us a little heads up on. So they show us some of the cool stuff. If you've seen like other creators, this was my first year going, but if you've seen other creators where they like have a video in a room and they like pull the black cloth off of the set and it like reveals it for the first time. That's what we were doing. And it was my first time getting to see it. So it was like super, super exciting for me. Very cool experience. Could not believe that it was real. And it'll be very fun to show you guys all of the stuff that's coming up. I can't wait until we get the go ahead to actually show you all of the cool things because it is a lot. It's a lot of stuff coming up. The dream to see the Sacred Vault. Yes, honestly, it was so cool. But that is something that you can just see if you just go and like buy a ticket to the tour. You can see that for yourself. That's not like the most, I'm pretty sure you can get a ticket to the vault. I don't think that one's like super exclusive, but you do have to be in Denmark for it. I'm subscribed. Hi, Nosy. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Can you please show me Darth Vader's head? I don't have Darth Vader's head. Did you see the new Speed Champions in presentation? I cannot tell you anything about what we saw in those presentations. Not a single thing. So can't tell you anything. Hello, May. Quick question for you from the Outback Reservation Center. We are doing a poll. This feels like it's a trap, but okay, go ahead. Hi, Sean Martin. Hello. I have a feeling we'll end up disappointed when they announce the prices. You might. I don't know. They didn't tell us the prices. That's not something they told us because the prices are not set by the designers. The prices are set by a whole different team at Lego. The price team. I don't know what they are actually called, but so we just saw the presentations from the designers. So they showed us what they were working on and what was coming up, but we not get any pricing information. What's your favorite build so far? I like the gingerbread head. The gingerbread head. The gingerbread house? That was a cute one, but it's overpriced. My favorite build of this year so far has been the Black Pearl, aka Captain Jack Sparrow's pirate ship. Hi DJ, how was your trip? Albert, hello! It was great. I know you can't say, but did you see what's coming out next year? I did see what's coming out next year. I can't tell you what I saw, but I did see some of that, yes. That's kind of the point of the trip, is to give us like a little sneak peek of what's coming out so that we can be prepared. So yeah, very cool stuff. Oh man, it's okay. It's fun to find out when it's time. Yeah, you'll have to wait a little while to find out exactly what the things that we saw are. We get very, very strict instructions about like, here's when you can talk about this, here's when you can show this. Australian guy in my chat, that feels like you're trying to get me to say something like inappropriate, or like that's a euphemism that I'm not familiar with. So I don't want to answer that question. But I have heard that kangaroos are very tough, and very, very aggressive. So I would probably say no. And it's okay to find out. Yes. I got this set in May when it was released, and it looks amazing on top of my shelf with all my Star Wars sets. Yeah, that's what I thought. I liked it when I first saw it for sale back in May, like when you got it. But I'm not a big enough Star Wars fan that I didn't feel like I had to run to the store to get it. But then when they had it at the employee shop in Denmark for cheaper, I was like, okay, well, I guess now's a good time to get it, right? Yeah, I was able to get a better deal on it, so I figured why not. It's one that I had thought looked cool, but it was nice to get it. Nice to get it on discount. Hello, the Black Pearl more than the Italian Riviera. Yes, I like the Black Pearl more than the Italian Riviera personally, but that's mostly because I'm such a Pirates of the Caribbean fan that like anything that came out Pirates of the Caribbean related, I would probably be like obsessed with. So. Great to see you guys. Thank you. I missed you guys. It's been a while since I was able to come on, mostly because, I was gone out of the country. Couldn't do a live stream for a while, but yeah, it was a really fun trip, and it's nice. It's nice to be back though, Hi, Peter's Win. Welcome in. My grandfather's dad was from Germany. Okay, cool. Hello, Charlie Chabrix, hello. Some of your usernames are like itty bitty on my screen, so it's sometimes hard to see them. So sorry about it if I'm getting them horribly wrong. Ooh. And again, those who missed out when I first joined in, I don't have my normal setup with my overhead cam and everything. I'm running into some technical difficulties today, but we should have that stuff back up and running before too long. So true, you're right, I agree. Pirates is amazing. Yes, it is. You recommended holding on to the modular sets like the Jazz House or the Boutique Hotel if they're unopened to see what the future of would bring for resale. If you really want to, like, honestly, I don't think that the modern modular sets are ever going to go up in value as much as the old ones did, because the old ones like Cafe Corner, Green Grocer, all those ones, people didn't expect those to go up in value. So when they did, everyone was like, whoa, what the heck? I wish I had got one, or I wish I had saved mine. Nowadays, everyone kind of knows that the modulars go up in value. So I think everyone is buying them and holding on to them to try to sell them later. And if everyone does that, then they're never going to go up in value because there's always going to be a ton of them available. You know what I mean? So I personally don't see the current modular lineup ever being as crazy valuable, crazy expensive as the old ones. But if you've got extra space in your house and you don't mind holding on to it, I wouldn't want to do that because I love the modulars too much and I would want to build it. So, but if you've got extra space in your house and you're just like, yeah, why not? I'll just hold on to this and see what happens. Yeah, go for it. It doesn't hurt, right? Oh, sorry, yeah. Yes, hello, Bricks. Did they send some sets to you before you left? They did not send any sets to me before I left, but they are sending me one set after I left that I couldn't fit in my suitcase. So I've got one coming up. I think I can tell you. It's an Ninjago one. It's one that's already available. It's not like a secret one. It's one that's for sale. It's that big green dragon from the Legends series. It looks like a cool set. So that's not like, it's not like a big secret for that one or anything. Should I get the Razor Crest or Cantina? Ooh, that's a tough call. I'd personally get the Cantina, but I haven't built either of them, so I don't know. I don't know what the building experience on either of those sets is like. I just think I would get the Cantina just based on the vibes. Thank you, that was helpful. I'm new to the LEGO world and your page has been really informative. Good, I am glad. That is obviously the whole point of why I'm here, is to help people who are new, so great. Did you like Billund? What's your favorite part? Mick, it was so good. Billund was such a fun time. I had such a blast. Honestly, probably my favorite part was just getting to like hang out with all of the other LEGO people. Like, there are so many fun people in this LEGO community and so many other fun creators, people that I had met online, but I'd never met in person before. So getting to hang out with them and meet them in person and just like, you know, get to know them as people and not just as like internet accounts was really fun to do. And yeah, I really hope that I get invited back again next year because I had a really great time. It was fun. I just found out 3 Disney sets I want are retiring this year. I'm in panic mode. Oh yeah, that is panic mode. I get that for sure. That's fair. Cantina, OG Star Wars is better than Disney Star Wars. Okay, David's got an opinion on it. Yo, TJ, how are you? Sheena Jones, hello, I'm great, welcome in. How was the trip? It was amazing, guys, honestly, so much fun. I have no complaints. Yeah, no complaints. A lot of really fun stuff, some of which I can talk about and a lot of which I can't. So it was a good trip. Okay, bag 2. I'm hoping that I can get this thing done today. It's not too big of a thing. You know, we can get our little, oh, this is the top. This is the star part, right? Wait, yeah. Yeah, this is gonna say star. But that doesn't look like it's long enough. We'll see how it goes. Okay, bag 2. I'm excited for the next round of ambassador selection as I'm waiting to hear back if I made it. Okay, Megan, very nice. Yeah, if you applied, I think today is the last day to apply for the next round of selection. So I wish you the best of luck. It would be awesome to see you in there. It's always great to have new ambassadors joining. Hey, Jake and Jaden are joining. What's up, guys? Was it all expenses paid for your hotel, flight, meals, etc.? It was not all expenses paid. It was most expenses paid. So almost all of our meals were included. Our hotel was included, and they gave us like a budget for our flights. They like reimbursed us some, but it wasn't like the full flight cost, but it was better than nothing for sure. I found out that this is the first year that they did that. Last year I got invited, but I couldn't go because I got invited kind of last minute. I think someone else had to cancel and they invited me kind of last minute last year. And last year was my first year as a LEGO ambassador, so like, you know, makes sense. But because it was kind of last minute, it was like a month or something before the event, and the flights were just too expensive, and so I just couldn't afford to go last year. So I was very happy when they told us that they were going to be helping cover some of the costs this year, because there are a lot of very cool things to do, but not always the budget to be able to do them, you know? Hello, Jess. Hi. This is Hunter from Newsies. Oh, hi, Hunter. Hello. Oh, yeah, Sheena is here. Yeah, okay. Hi, Hunter. Good to see you. Are you ever thinking about getting the LEGO Technic Ferrari card? Probably not. I don't do a ton of Technic. Yeah, so probably not. Hi, Jurassic World Gaming. Welcome in. Welcome. This must be a cool community. It's really fun, Divorce Dad. It's really fun, yeah. Gotta get it done before 5:30. Yes. Oh, I always, hi, Bo. I always forget what people's usernames are at first. But yes, gotta get it done before 5, before I leave at 5. So I've got an hour and 20 minutes to get this done. Is this Vespa still available to buy or is it retired? I don't remember, actually. I have a hard time keeping track of when things retire and when things aren't. Despite what most people seem to believe, I do not have a photographic memory of all Lego knowledge of all sets and all retirement dates. I wish I did. Some people seem like they really do. I built Icon's Hedwig. Nice, Jess. How did you like it? I think you know that one's not my favorite, but I hope you really liked it. Brickley family, hello, hello. I love Lego. Well, Jurassic World Gaming, you are in the right place for that. Welcome in. Good to have you. Who came the furthest to Billund? Is there a Lego ambassador in the United Kingdom? Yes, there are a couple, Mick, that came from the UK. That's not super far, obviously. Like, the US is farther than the UK to get to Denmark. But we had someone from Australia. Jay's Brick Blog from Australia was there. We had from South Korea. So we had people from like really far away. So yeah, it's awesome. It's like people from all over the world there. And then if you follow the Lego community super closely, you might know that Scarebach happened that same weekend. Scarebach is the big fan convention in Denmark. So people come from all over the world for that also. So that's a big deal. So they try to time it at the same time. I think they do it on purpose so that people who fly out for fan media days or who fly out for AFOL days, which is what I did on Thursday, can then go to Scarebach over the weekend. So it's just like a whole week of just like all these Lego fanatics from all over the world descend on Billund and just go nuts. It's really fun. But yeah, it was really cool. My favorite Lego set is Jurassic World Dominion T-Rex Escape Set. That's a cool one. That is a cool one. And I mean, makes sense with your username that it's a Jurassic World set. That's your favorite, right? Makes sense. I got a couple of those. I don't know if I have that specific one. Like I said, I have a hard time keeping track of the specific names of sets sometimes because it's like, there's just so many to keep track of, you know? Oh, that's why I did it backwards. I made a mistake. Easy fix, though. Currently building the 3-in-1 Haunted Mansion. Jess, that is my new favorite 3-in-1, I think. That was such a fun one. They did such a nice job with that 3-in-1 Haunted House. It was so fun, so cool. And it's perfect Halloween vibes. Perfect Halloween vibes. Just built that one last week. Nice, very nice. Did you go around Legoland Billund? The Danish are very friendly people. I'm sure it's one of the happiest countries on earth. I did go to Legoland Billund. Yes, I didn't get to spend a lot of time there because it was a pretty busy week. So I only got to go in there like when I first arrived on Sunday night. I got to go in for a couple of hours. But then like the whole rest of the week, we were like fully booked all day, every day. So I didn't get a ton of time to go in after that first visit, but just that first time, it was super fun, super cute. It's a lot nicer than the Legoland here in the US. It's like everything is bigger and more elaborate, it seems. They put a lot more into it here. And it seems like they keep things cleaner here. Like all the displays in Miniland, it seems like they kept them cleaner and nicer. The ones in California are a little bit rough, kind of sun damaged, dirty, you know. But yeah, it was a fun time. Lots of fun things. And yes, the Danish people were incredibly nice and incredibly friendly. And luckily, almost everyone in Denmark speaks very good English. Because I definitely don't speak a word of Danish. That's not true. I can say tak. I speak one word of Danish. Sometimes don't keep track of names of sets. Yeah, it's hard. Especially when there's like 20 sets that are all like kind of the same name. You're like, wait, which one is this? I'm even more impressed by people who memorize sets by set number. I sometimes will have people come onto the live or in my comments and they're like, hey, what do you think about set number 43816? And I'm like, I have no idea what set that is. No idea whatsoever, no clue. So that's even crazier to me that people can remember set numbers. That's a whole nother level. But yeah. What was your favorite German food you ate there? I didn't eat any German food there because I was not in Germany. I was in Denmark. So yeah. It's simple yet so detailed. Yes, I love that too, Jess. It's so good. I don't have the new Jurassic World sets. I've got a couple of them that Lego sent me to do reviews on, but now I can't remember which ones. I got the, oh shoot, what's it called? Actually, I think I got most of the new lineup for review, now that I think about it. But like I said, it's sometimes hard to keep track. Did you go in the Lego design and development building? They have got electric shutters on the windows so you can't see in. Yes, I did. And they did have those on so we couldn't see in. Yeah, I got to go in a couple different buildings. Actually, was it that one? There's so many buildings there with different names and stuff. It's a little bit hard to keep it straight which ones we went into. But we went into several different Lego buildings and a lot of them had very high security. They had to like escort us around and give us little security sign-in badges and stuff. So it was pretty intense, pretty intense. But it was very, very cool to see, or not see, but to like be in the same building and like see these offices where they're doing secret stuff and just wondering like, oh, I wonder what's going on in there. Because even though we did get to see some preview stuff, it wasn't like everything. They didn't just give us free reign to go and look in all the rooms. I don't have the new Jurassic World Rebirth sets. Yeah, Rebirth, it wasn't my favorite, but that's okay. Forgot to tell you I subscribed. Thank you. I appreciate the sub. Honestly, really, like that's very, very, very nice. Thank you very much for that. Much appreciated. Ooh, look how nicely that letter fits in for the R. Ooh. I'm impressed by Lego fonts. I will say that. That's something every time I see it. I like, they get really good like shapes and curves and stuff going. Did you have to sign a non-disclosure agreement? Yes, Mick, just being an ambassador, I have a non-disclosure agreement, but we had to sign some extra ones for the stuff that we saw there. Yeah. How was the Lego restaurant? It was good, and the food was like surprisingly like actually good food. It wasn't just like the gimmicky thing of ordering. Like the food itself was really good, but it was cute. Yeah, like using your Lego bricks and pieces to order your food was cute. I heard that they are shutting it down for refurbishment or renovation, and I don't know if it's going to stay the same. So that was probably the one and only time I will eat there, because if they end up changing it, I don't know if I'll be able to go again. So if anyone out there is thinking you want to go to Denmark to try that restaurant, if you're someone close by, like if you're in Europe or something and you can go easier than us out in the US, might be a good time to go, because that one won't be around forever. I just bought the Venator. I'm super excited. Nice. Very nice. Did you have to sign? Yes, Mike, we did. TJ, what's up? Keanu, hello. I found a sealed in the box greengrocers for $150, but someone beat me to it. Oh my gosh, Albert. If anyone is watching and you ever come across the greengrocer modular or the Market Street modular for anything less than like $800, because that's what it usually goes for. If you ever see it for less than $800, buy it and I pay you for it. I will buy it from you. Especially if it's 150. That's a ridiculously good deal. Wow, I would have bought that in a heartbeat. That's a crazy good deal. Yeah, those are the last two on my modular list. So everyone keep an eye out for me. We'll find it eventually. Show me the T-Rex in the background. Vic, I can show it to you like just pointing at it, but I have videos on my page if you want a closer look at it. I got to focus on building this set here right now. But if you want a closer look, I've got several videos on my, at least one. I've got one in-depth review at least on my page where you can check it out. I'll show you a good up-close look with that video. Even for us in Europe, it's not that easy to go to Denmark. Traveling between EU countries isn't like traveling through US states. I mean, you're in the Schengen group for the most part, so like, here's the thing. Anywhere you live in Europe is closer to visiting Denmark than it is for me to visit like New York. So like, yeah. We've had this discussion on the page before, I think, and we talked about it in Denmark with some of the Europeans who were in Denmark with us on the tour, that people in Europe seem to have a hard time grasping how enormous the US is. If you could decide one set to come out next year, what would you love? I mean, I've been saying forever, more Pirates of the Caribbean sets would be cool, like a Flying Dutchman or something. I'm always down for more Lord of the Rings sets. Those are my big ones that I've been saying for years. This year, when we saw the Shire set, in the instruction book in the Shire, it said something about like, this Shire set is the third in the trilogy of Lord of the Rings sets that we did. So they did Rivendell, Barad-dûr, and the Shire, and they called it the third of the trilogy, which makes me worried that we're not going to get any more Lord of the Rings sets, but I really hope that that's not true. So crossing my fingers that we'll get more. I would love like a Helm's Deep or a Minas Tirith or a Weathertop, I think would be a really cool one. So we will have to wait and see if they come out with any more, but I'm a little bit worried that they won't with that trilogy of sets comment that they made. But you never know. You never know. I've decided that the Jazz Club is my next purchase. That's a good one, Jess. Jazz Club was a fun build. I think you're gonna like it. Why am I having such a hard time finding these pieces right now? It's because they're all yellow. All these yellow pieces are all just blending together in my brain. What about the original Helm's Deep and Weathertop? Oh, are there fan? I mean, I'm sure there are fan-made ones. I haven't seen them. Yeah, I mean, I would take anything at this point. I mean, they did do the Lord of the Rings bookend. That's true, but like, I mean, like they've done like the bookend and they've done the like little brick heads, but like I want like another like big one. Give me another Rivendell. Friggin' A, give me another Rivendell. I love the Rivendell set so much. It's not an issue of distance, it's currencies and prices. Denmark is extremely expensive for most Europeans. The Nordic countries are all very expensive. That's fair, but that's also true in the US. You know, you've got states like New York or California, and actually a lot of East Coast cities in general where they're also very expensive. So that's true anywhere you travel. There's some places that are more or less expensive. No 2013 Lego came out with Lord of the Rings sets. I have 3 of the originals and I have 3 new ones. Yeah. Oh, the original 2013 Helm's Deep and Weathertop. Yes, I would be okay with getting those, but they're very expensive now. I see. Now I see what you're saying. Yeah, I would be okay with those, but they are quite expensive these days, unfortunately. Search your feelings, reach out, and you'll find the pieces through the force. Yes. Brute force, honestly, is what it feels like sometimes. But you know what? We're getting there. We're doing it. You're building the set 100 times faster than I did. Well, Jake, we know that that's just kind of how it goes, right? That's that's not a surprise, right? Yes, I live in Kansas. It takes a full day to travel just to the coast, then another travel day to get across the ocean. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, if for me to travel to New York is like, how long is the flight from here to New York? Just the flight alone from here to New York, I think is like 6 hours, something like that. And that's not counting the expense of the flight. And then the expense of New York, because New York is an expensive place to be. I got the Arkham set, and it is my biggest so far, and I love it. Arkham was a cool one, Sean. I do like that one. What Lego set are you building? Jurassic World. It is the Star Wars logo. Coming along. Making progress. Hello, everybody. Hello, Davey. Hi. What's up? Welcome back. Hello, Galen. Welcome in. What's up, TJ? Doing great. Doing great. It was a great trip. Had an awesome time. But it's meant that I've been out of the loop for a while. Haven't been able to do any live streams or anything. So it is very nice being back. Very fun. Very fun trip, but you know, sometimes it's like, it's also nice to be back in your own house after a while, after a long trip like that. But yeah, did you build the Hogsmeade set? I'm currently building it. I have not built Hogsmeade, no. Personally, I'm taking a break from Harry Potter sets. Everyone, you know, I'm not saying everyone has to do this. This is just my thing right now is I don't want to support J.K. Rowling financially at this point. So I am not buying any new Harry Potter related merchandise things. Yeah, that's my decision on that one. Oh my gosh, look, it's a tiny little, it's the opening crawl of the movie. It's a tiny little, Star Destroyer, brain, and then it's like the planet. So it's like the crawl of the movie where it's like the planet and then the moon and the Star Destroyer. Like that looks so good. That's cute. They're hiding fun little Easter eggs in there. The planet, and this is and now they're building the whatever. What's this ship called, guys? Where's my Star Wars nerds at? You know, at the beginning of the movie, beginning of the title crawl, where it's got like goes past the planet and then the ships. That's cute. I didn't know that was in there. How fun! Yeah, but does the U.S. government take half your yearly income in taxes? Because our government in Europe do. Be them left or right. David's, I honestly wish our government took more of our taxes because then they might actually do something with it because we get nothing. They take our taxes and they do nothing with it. I would much rather have higher taxes if we actually got a benefit out of it than lower taxes and the crap show that is happening in the US these days. Like David's Brick, are you really telling me that you'd rather be in the US at this exact moment in history? Because very few people in the world feel that way right now. Tangent 4, thank you. Thank you, the Tangent 4, yes. Hello, I'm back, Shivam. Welcome back, Shivam. I love finding Easter eggs. The Disney Castle had quite a few. Yeah, it did. A lot of them in that one. I seen Star Wars. I think I've seen them all. Nice. Yeah, lots of good Star Wars movies out there, right? Did you buy a lot of sets? I did. My suitcase was filled to the brim with all of the stuff I bought. So we'll have a few live streams where we'll be able to build quite a few different things that I got. Hey, buddy. Hello, Money Gun. Welcome in. Hey from UK, Maddie, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Oh. That came off. Oh no, I bent the pages while they were in my suitcase. Hey, Boggy Bricks, welcome in. Getting the lighthouse, can't wait to start building. Oh, the lighthouse is such a good set. It's so pretty. So, so pretty. They did a very, very nice job with the details on that one. Very, very nice on that set. And the motorization, so good. Literally just finished the Lego Titanic. Maddie, nice work. That is a big set. Congrats. How do you feel? I hope you feel really accomplished, really proud of yourself. And I also hope that you can take a little break now because that set is a beast. Now to pick which set next for my backlog. Okay, great. Yeah, that is a beast. Do you think they will remake Disney Castle since this one is retiring and the real one is getting painted? I hope not. They've done enough of that Disney Castle. We don't need another one. I also personally don't love that they're repainting that castle again. I liked it better in the pink color, so I wish they would have just left it. But I know a lot of people disagree with me on that. A lot of people really, really love the old white and gray. I thought the pink looked more like aesthetic, more pretty. Star. Bum, 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 bum. And then they made this little top so it can pop off easily so you can see the little opening crawl of the movie. Nice. Okay, book one is done. On book one, we wrote Star. Now we're going to write Wars. Do you declared the Lego sets at US Customs? No, because it wasn't more than, I don't know, whatever the $10,000 or whatever the number is. No, you only have to declare if it's over a certain amount. Okay, Star. Let's write Wars. Whew. I wonder if they're going to hide anything cute inside of the Wars. Proud and accomplished, definitely. Yeah, you should. What's your favorite set to build? My favorite set ever is, especially the build, is the Dungeons and Dragons set. So cute, so fun, so many fun hidden details. And it's the first set in a very long time that got me to like actually play with Lego again, using the little minifigures and moving them around the little castle because they have the D&D campaign built in with it. So the D&D set has got to be my favorite currently. I'm glad they're putting the old colors back. I'd rather they do Euro Disney Castle next. Yeah, that'll be cool. Yeah, if they give us a big version of Euro Disney or a big version of Disneyland. We've gotten 2 huge versions of Disney World. I don't think we need another one, personally. I think 2 is plenty. What if they did the Disneyland Castle next? Yeah, Sean, I'd be totally fine with that. I think that'd be very cool. In fact, I think they should. I think they would make a lot of people happy if they did Disneyland instead of World. What are you building? This is zoomed in. I can't see the box. Yes, I don't have the box because I don't have my overhead camera right now, Uni. So I'm building the Star Wars logo that I bought while I was in Billund. Oh wait, never mind. Star Wars logo. Yes, 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 Uni. You do need it. You're right, you do. But you've got a few things to finish building first. I think mine was Boeing 747 Space Carrier. That was a fun one. Can't wait for the new modular to be released. Me neither, Maddie. I cannot wait to see what it's going to be. I'm always so excited for the modular release every year. It's like my thing I look forward to the most because I'm such a modular guy. I love the modulars. They just always have such fun like details and stories and hidden elements in them, you know. They're super fun. Oh, excuse me. This is my first time being on your channel. Well, great. Glad to have you in, Jurassic World. Didn't even invite your biggest Star Wars fan over. I mean, it's not going to take that long. So we're over halfway done already. It's not like a multi-person build, you know? Although I guess it could have been. I could have given you the Wars bag while I worked on the Star bag. But, oh well, I guess you'll have to get it for yourself now. Thoughts on the Dubai Disneyland? I mean, I don't know very much about it other than that it's happening. So I think it's cool to have another Disneyland in the world. It'll give us another Disneyland to put on our bucket list so that we can visit all of them. That's something that me and my husband are trying to do, go to all the Disneylands in the world. So once Dubai opens up, we'll have to add it to our list. Yeah, I think it could be really cool. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how it turns out before I put any judgment on it, you know? Are you getting any of the new Wicked sets? Yes, I am going to try to get the, like the poster one, you know? The wall art poster style one. I think that one looks pretty cool. The details are incredible, and my favorite part, details are always so on point with Lego. It's always so good. Yeah, just be careful going there with him though. I've heard people concerned about that, but I've also heard people who are like queer people who live in Dubai currently, and they're like, yeah, it's fine. Nobody cares. Like, not a big deal. So I don't know. I think Dubai understands that tourism is a really big industry for them, and so they don't really care as much about those like issues as, you know, maybe some other countries over there might. That's the vibe that I get, at least. And I've heard some people talking about that online, that they're like, yeah, it's really not as big of an issue as people are making it out to be. So I don't know, we'll see. We'll see when it actually opens what happens. Are you ever going to try doing any Lego knockoffs again? We should get one. I mean, yeah, I'll try one again. I'm not like actively looking for it, but I'd be willing to try one if there's one out there that sparks my interest. I was thinking about trying the Mega Bloks Pokemon sets before the Lego Pokemon sets come out next year, because it'll be interesting to see the comparison of those two. There's a Lego Star Wars video game. There is, yeah, I've played it. It's pretty fun. I want the gingerbread AT-AT Sarah. Yes, that is a good choice. That was a very fun build. Super cute. I think a lot of people are really going to like that one. That gingerbread Darth Vader especially, I'm predicting that gingerbread Darth Vader will become incredibly valuable. People are really going to want to get their hands on that thing. I want to get the Mega Bloks Pokemon 2 we can build together. All right, great. Let's do it. I'm planning another visit to Legoland Windsor, but stay over this time for the weekend. That'd be fun. Luma Bricks has some new sets like a Haunted Mansion. Luma Bricks does have some fun stuff. I have liked their things in the past. So in the past, they've just sent things to me to do reviews. So if they do that, I'd be happy to build more of theirs. Oh, I don't know if I told you guys. Remember the dragon head? The dragon head that was so fragile that broke so easily. It broke forever, for good this time. Yeah, I don't know if I told you guys, but we were trying to move some stuff around in the Lego room, and there was a bookshelf, and Tyler was trying to move the bookshelf, and the dragon head was on top of it, and it just tumbled over, shattered on the ground, and it's gone. It's beyond repair, so that one's not coming back anytime soon. Or ever, because it's way too far gone, and that thing was way too big of a pain to rebuild. So, yep, no more dragon head in my collection. Sad day. I wonder if we're getting a Super Mario Lego movie. I doubt it. Because we already have the Mario movie, and I don't think that the folks at Nintendo would want a Lego Mario movie to compete with their regular Mario movie. And they're coming out with a sequel to it, so I would be very surprised if they did a Lego Mario movie. I'd be shocked, actually. Quite shocked if that happened. Yo, another Lego YouTube to watch. Yes, Diamond Gaming, welcome in. How's it going? How have I not noticed the dragon head being gone? Yeah, I mean, it just happened right before the Ozdas ball, so it's not been too long. But yeah, it's gone. Mold King have some good sets if you can get them to the US from Amazon. Okay, I can try out that brand. I don't think I've done that one before. I remember when you built it, it kept falling apart. Yeah, that was the most frustrating build. That was from JM Bricklayer, another alternate brick company that I've tried, and I was not impressed. I don't think I'll do another one from them if they're anything like that dragon was. We didn't even get a minifigures, let alone a movie. Yeah, I have a feeling that all of the Mario that we're gonna get is what we already have. I don't think we're getting minifigures. I don't think we're getting a movie. I think we're just gonna have to accept our fate with that one, guys. That Mario is it is what it is. Pretty good. How about you? I'm doing great, thanks. Always a good day building Lego. Have you watched the announcement trailer for the Super Mario Bros. Movie 3? No, we haven't even done the second movie. Why would they be announcing the third? I did see that they're doing the second one though, if that's what you meant. If that was a typo for that 3 and you meant 2, then yes. Yeah, that'll be a fun one. There's all these different colors of bricks that they just like, kind of randomly put throughout here. I wonder if these mean something. Like, because this one feels like a really random piece to put there. I wonder why they use that piece instead of like something else. Because that's like a functional kind of piece that they usually will only put into something because they have to, because it will like accomplish some angle or some, function for them. So I'm not sure why that one's in there. Maybe it was to get it to exactly 700 pieces. Who knows? Official monkey. Hi. The pink means they get cake in the designer team. Oh, does it? Well, they got their pink in there, so. My most frustrating build has to be the Lego Harry Potter Icon Collection. Hedwig wings kept falling off. I honestly did not like that build very much. That's, if you've been around the channel, whenever people ask my least favorite build, that's my answer. So I'm with you there. I'll support that one being your least favorite. It's my least favorite as well. Have you seen the trailer for Wicked? I have seen the trailer for Wicked, and I honestly was so happy. It looks so good. I got a little bit emotional while I was watching it. Because it just looks like it's going to be so good, and I can't wait to see it. Have you seen the new Lego Game Boy? I have seen the new Lego Game Boy. In fact, I built it. It's right over there. I did a review of it not too long ago that you can check out if you want to see it. Right now I'm building this set, which has been out for a while, but most of the time on my live streams, I'm building sets before they release. Lego sends them to me to do reviews on. So I got to do the Game Boy review, which was super fun. It was a cool set. Yeah, and I do have my review video up. If you're still debating on whether you want to get it or not, you can check it out. Maybe it'll help. I thought the Eiffel Tower was your least favorite to build. Sean, you're right. The Eiffel Tower was my least favorite to build. The build experience of the Eiffel Tower was the worst, but it looks good on display. So you are right about that. I was speechless when the title got revealed for the Super Mario Bros. Movie 2. What is the title? I forgot. That's the coolest Lego that they've ever made, the Lego Game Boy. It is a pretty cool one. Yeah, it's definitely a cool one. I feel like the proportions on it are a little off, personally. Like, I feel like it's a little bigger than what I would have expected it to be, but it's still a good set. I found the Game Boy on shelves early this weekend, but they wouldn't sell it to us yet, unfortunately. Oh, okay, well, at least they're doing their jobs. That's probably a good thing. They know that if they sold it to you early, they could get in trouble. That was actually one thing that we talked about with some of the representatives at Lego in Denmark this week is what's up with all of these sets getting released early? What's going on? So probably a good thing. Probably a good thing that the store was like, oops, that wasn't supposed to be on shelves yet. Sorry, can't sell it to you, because that's what they're supposed to do. I almost cried when Glinda told Elphaba she was the only friend that mattered when she's had so many. That's a great line. That line, that one's from the play, so I had heard that line before when I've seen the play. The other line that got me right in the feels, it really got me, was when Elphaba said, "Look at me, not with your eyes, with theirs." And I was like, oh no, that's so sad. Yeah, so it's gonna be good. I'm excited for it. Is your husband a Lego builder too? He is, not quite as extreme as me, but he is a Lego builder. He's more of the casual fun builder, and I'm more like the crazy psycho fanatic builder. But yeah. They should make the Lego Nintendo Switch. That could be cool. They've made a lot of other Nintendo mod consoles, so maybe they will one day. Yo, Matt, welcome in. Thanks for those gifts. Appreciate it. And what did they say? Can you share? Basically, they just said they're aware that it's a problem and they are working on it, that there are consequences when retailers release stuff before they're supposed to. Yeah, basically they were just like, yeah, we know it's a problem, we're working on it. So. Yeah, they know that it's frustrating, because it's frustrating for them as well. Like they spend a lot of time trying to get their launches of their products to be timed well and have everything work out. And so I'm sure it's frustrating for them also when things get dropped early or revealed or leaked or whatever. The leaks actually are their main concern. They're frustrated a lot by those leaks. So that's one thing that they're trying to ask people's help on is if you see leaks, don't share it, don't amplify it. Yeah. Oops. Thoughts on the new Wally set? Hello, Matt. I haven't built it yet, so I don't have a lot of thoughts. But it looks cute. I want to build it. I just haven't yet, so I can't say whether it's a good set or not. But I can say that I do want to build it. So hopefully I'll get to very soon. I always hear about Targets in Canada releasing them early by like a week or two. Yeah, sometimes it's bad. Sometimes it's really like really early, really bad. But yeah, I think they're just trying to get it taken care of, and it's hard to do because there's so many places that it can go wrong. Have you played Super Mario Galaxy? I have, yeah. It's fun. The Lego Ninjago is so cool. I didn't used to be that into Ninjago because Ninjago wasn't a thing when I was a kid. Ninjago came out in 2011, and I was already 20 by that point. So Ninjago wasn't like a part of my childhood, but I built some of the sets, and now I've seen the show, and it's really cool. I understand why people like it so much and why it was such a big part of people's childhoods. Sounds like corporate speak for we don't like it, but we can't afford to lose big retail partners. Could be, yeah, could be. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what it is. Like, at a certain point, it's also like, what do you do? Because like, can you like fire people over that, or should you fire people over that? You know, it raises a lot of interesting questions. But yeah, I'm sure they don't want to lose a big retail partner like Target, so I'm sure Target's not going to get in that much trouble. But maybe the employee could get in trouble for it? I don't know. I don't know. They're supposed to. They're supposed to get in trouble if they release stuff early, but I'm sure it doesn't always happen that way. I'm glad it showed the Tin Man and the back of the Scarecrow. Alpha was talking to him in the preview. Yeah. TJ, did you enjoy your trip to Denmark? Esther, I did. It was so fun. I'm going to do a big video with as much of the details as I'm allowed to show you guys very soon. I have hours and hours of footage that I have to go through. So got to go through my footage, edit it together, and then I'll be able to show you guys some of the cool stuff. But yeah, it was a super fun trip. Super, super fun. 10 out of 10. Would do it again. Sam's Club, Costco, and Kohl's had the Game Boy out for weeks. Yeah, that's bad. That's real bad. Are you going to get the Lego A Christmas Story house? Are they doing a Christmas Story house? I didn't know that. I don't know. Maybe. I guess have to wait and see. Wait and see what happens. Yeah, I know they did the Home Alone house. I didn't know they were doing Christmas Story house, though. Are you excited about the new Lego Batman game? Yes, Sean, I am. We actually got to see some previews of it. Got to try it a little bit. They had it at AFOL Day, which was like a more public thing. So it's going to be a really good game. I'm very excited about that one. Which Simpsons Lego set do you want to be made next? I'm not like a big Simpsons guy, so I haven't really thought about that. So I don't know, Lena. Not really high on my priority list, to be honest. If you worked in the Lego design building, what would you design? I would love to work on the modular buildings. I think that would be super, super fun. I would love to have worked on any of the Lord of the Rings sets. I don't know. I would work on whatever they let me work on. I would just be happy to be there. Home Alone house is already set to retire this year. Yeah, I know. So that like the Home Alone's been out for a while. Are they doing another Christmas house? Are they doing Christmas Story house? I did not hear about that one. Bricks and Lore, hello, hi, and hey. How was your trip? So good, so good. Just counting down the days till next year when we can go do it again. It was such a fun time. Such a fun time. Ooh, look how nicely that slid in there. We love some good Lego geometry. So satisfying. All right, last bag, bag 6. Right on time because I've got about 30 minutes before I need to get going. Do you remember your first Lego set? I do not, because it was when I was a wee little baby. My parents have been getting me sets since I was too young to remember. But the earliest one that I do remember was the Deep Sea Refuge, which I actually got a copy of at Brickworld Chicago. Where did I put it? I must have put it away. For a while I had it sitting out here so I could show you guys. But yeah, my first set I remember was like this underwater submarine one, and I actually found it at Brickworld Chicago. Someone was selling a copy of it, so I had to buy it. Yeah, very cool. The Bowser Jr. toy for the Super Mario Galaxy got leaked. There's a prototype of the Bowser Jr. toy, and Universal has taken... Oh, interesting. There it is. Yeah, Universal is very... Universal's taking down the image so they don't show a spoiler for the movie. That's good. Universal is very strict about their spoilers, their stuff like that. Like, they're always very, very strict about it. I remember when some Lego sets that were Universal IPs. I think, was it Minions? Despicable Me? Something. Some people posted some things before they were supposed to from a Universal film, and Universal got very upset. So yeah, I know that they are very strict, and they will take legal action on people if they're posting stuff that they're not allowed to. I have seen on the internet the Home Alone house new owners are remodeling it to how it looked in the movie. Oh, that's fun. That is very fun. I didn't know that it was changed, but that's nice of them to make it look like the movie again. So I'm sure a lot of people want to go to that house and see it. Hey, Delusion Break, welcome in. Yo, Rosin, hi. Can you make your Lego Studio tour video, please? Lena, yes, I have done that before. I can do it again. The problem is every time I do it, my studio changes within the next few months, so the tour is never accurate for very long, but yeah, I can do another one of those. I've done one on my live stream before too, so you could look through my past videos and see it if you'd like. Yeah, some movie companies don't want to show spoilers for the movies, which I get. I totally understand. I've just seen that some companies are much more strict than others, and Universal is definitely one of the more strict ones, and they will really come after you. Some of the other studios don't seem to mind it as much, because I think maybe for them it just is like, yeah, well, whatever. It's like, it's publicity, it's buzz, it's getting people talking about the movie, so they don't seem to mind as much. But Universal always seems to be very, very strict about it. Have you got any brothers and sisters? If so, do they build Lego? One of my sisters is now, she wasn't when we were kids. When we were kids, me and one of my other sisters were the ones who were into Lego. But now my big sister has gotten into Lego more as an adult, which is fun. So now we've got a little thing in common now. But yeah, it's funny that when we were growing up, she didn't do any Lego, and now she does it quite a bit. So that's kind of interesting. I think at least in the US, Lego could potentially go after the regional or store manager for the big retailers to put sets out early. Yeah, you'd think so. You would think that they could do something more about it, because it does seem to be becoming more and more common, especially like the Game Boy coming out weeks early. That's crazy. Like a couple days early, like maybe it's not worth it going after that, but a full, multiple weeks early, that's a lot. What's up? I heard we might be getting another Zelda set. Don't know if it's real or not, but would be cool. I don't know if it's real or not either, but that would be cool. You're right. Another Zelda set could be awesome. I haven't heard anything, but I guess it could have been one of the things in those secret rooms when I was in Denmark that we weren't allowed to go into. You never know. You never know what those sneaky guys are working on. Am I missing one? stuck in the bag. Oh, no, it's right here. Ha. Right in front of my face. I'm excited to see the Super Mario Galaxy movie. That'll be cool, yeah, it will be. Are you going to pick up any BDP sets in October? I do plan to, yes. I don't remember which ones because it's hard to keep track of all the BDP sets, but if I remember right, there was at least one that I saw on this series lineup that I was excited for. So I was also able to get some BDP sets from Series 1 and Series 2 while I was in Denmark. They had a couple of them available, so I made sure I grabbed those as soon as I could. So yeah, that was very exciting. I got the Brick Cross Station, which is one I've wanted for a long time and have never been able to get my hands on it. So I got one while we were there. So I'm super excited to build that one. That will be very, very fun. Did you see anything else in Denmark besides Lego? No, it was just a Lego trip. I have been to Copenhagen before, but no, this trip was pretty much exclusively for Lego stuff. Perfect set. I have two. Nice, nice. Do you have PS5? And if had, which game is your favorite game? Me, Shivam. Hi, Shivam. My favorite PS5 game is probably... Ooh, it's just the Uncharted series in general. I love the Uncharted games. The Last of Us games are really good too. Both very solid. Hard to pick a favorite. Have we done checkmark? Have we done what? We're almost done. We're very close. We're going to add a few things to the top here. Wars! There it is. Favorite country you have been to and next country on the list. Ooh, my favorite country I've been to? I love Italy. I really, really love going to Italy for a lot of reasons. Next on the list is Hong Kong, China. Me and Tyler get to go in not too long, actually. We're going to be going pretty soon, so that's exciting. Ooh, so pretty. Look at that. Guys, that looks so good. Wow, they did a great job on that one. And I did not realize it, but in the background, in the black, they've got like different greebling, textured stuff. That's pretty cool. I didn't realize that that was part of it. When I saw it on the picture, I just thought that the black part was just black, but there's like little details in there. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it's pretty cool. Got like little textured parts inside. Ta-da! All done. Super fun. I think I saw it scrolling through Facebook and saw something saying gonna get in would be a big focus of it. That could be cool. Did anyone try asking if it was possible to see the vault while you were there? We did go see the vault. Yeah, I saw it. It was fun. I got pictures with some of my early childhood sets. Some of them which I had forgotten about. As we were like walking through the aisles, I saw sets and I was like, oh, my childhood. So that was fun. Yeah, it was very cool. I wish this came with a George Lucas figure. That would have been a good figure to include, actually. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, now I kind of wish they would have done that too. Oh well. What? This feels like there should be something there. Oh well. Star Wars. Yeah, the way they did the letters on this turned out really, really nice. They did a great job getting those letters. It all is like perfect. Perfect lettering. Way to go. And I'm happy that I got it and that I got it on a little discount. So, yeah. Let's see. I don't like the super colossal dinosaurs from Mattel because they're expensive. That's fair. Have you seen any unreleased Lego sets in Lego Visit? Yes, Lena. That was a lot of what the visit was for, was to show the fan media what's coming up in the future, like into next year and stuff. So we saw a lot that I cannot tell you anything about. So we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, it's going to be fun though. Let me tell you this, guys. We didn't see everything, obviously, but what we did see, 2026, going to be a good year. Good year for Lego. We got very fun stuff coming up. Did you see the original wooden Lego bricks in the vault before they moved to plastic? We saw those in the museum. Yeah, we got to go tour the museum, see all the stuff that they did. Yeah, very cool things. Very, very fun. All right, guys, I got to get going, but thanks for joining for our Star Wars build. Let's see what else have we got coming up that I can show you. We've got our Mario and Yoshi. This one is probably the next like big build that we're going to do. That one's going to be cute. It's mostly stuff that's like not brand new stuff, but stuff that you've seen before. Here is a couple things that we are probably going to build here soon. Oh geez. Come on. Oh, okay. This is most of the stuff that I got while I was there. I told you my suitcase was like completely stuffed. So we got a couple of gift with purchases that I missed out on. So that's fun. I'm excited to do those eventually. These are the Lego House exclusives. These are things that you can only buy in Denmark. So this is a replica of the wooden duck that's kind of famous in Lego history. And this is a build of the Lego house. This is like the Lego Visitor Center, basically, where you can go in Denmark and see a lot of very cool stuff. So that's a fun set. I'm excited to do both of those, which are exclusive to Denmark, which is fun. Then these are the two Bricklink sets that I got that are sold out everywhere. They saved some of them just for this week in Denmark. For AFAL Day, I got Brick Cross Station and the Mushroom House, two super cute sets. So these are going to be happening. Brick Cross Station will join our modular city. So we've got some very fun builds coming up on the live stream for you guys. Plus whatever Lego decides to send me next. Whatever we get early next will be happening. So that'll be fun too. Has someone signed the duck box? Yes, the duck box is signed by the designer. I believe it was Stuart. Yeah, so it's the box is signed by the designer. So unfortunately, it got a little damaged in my suitcase on the way home, but it's okay. We'll keep the box nice and fresh. This one was not signed, but this one we'll just go at it and build it. So yeah, fun stuff. And that is it. Don't forget to give a Lego Studio tour. I won't do it today, but I will remember to do it in the future. Yeah. Hopefully Lego does Lego sets for Super Mario Galaxy movie. That would be cool. Yeah. Didn't get the pirate. I already have the pirate, David's Brick. Yeah, I've got the pirate down there. Someone got it for me when they went to Denmark, and they got one for me, so I already had the pirate. But yeah. Don't open it. It'll be worth a fortune. Yeah, I mean, maybe. Well, could be. Thank you. Very excited to see new Lego sets for 2026. Yeah, me too, guys. They're going to be so good. So excited, Bricks and Lore. Me too. I love the way you do the shelves inside your IKEA pack shelves. Thank you. That was quite a way to figure out how to do that. But yeah, it works out really nicely. Mushroom House, so lucky. I know. I was super happy that we got that one. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. So make sure you, if you haven't already, subscribe, follow, do whatever. Come back, join the next live stream. And we'll see you guys later. So long, everybody.